After the wildfires, when the smoke finally cleared, I found myself surrounded by silence. And in that silence, I realized something that I had missed for years. Solitude isn't empty, it's alive. And today I want to share with you the beauty of solitude and why being alone in your 50s can be one of the most empowering and transformative experiences of your life. And I'll show you how solitude shows up in my own life every single day.
I live in Northeast Washington. Summers here are hot and dry, and the hills and mountains are lined with tall pine trees. As beautiful as they also make this area especially vulnerable to wildfires. Every summer, it's something we think about, and this summer was no different. There were a few fires that got close enough that I was really worried. I remember gathering my pets' things, cat carriers, leashes, food, just in case we had to leave quickly. That feeling of not knowing if I'd have to pack up my whole world in minutes was heavy. But in those moments, solitude became my strength. It gave me the clarity to stay calm, to prepare, and to focus on what really mattered, keeping myself and my pets safe. And when the fires passed, the quiet was overwhelming at first. It felt strange, unsettling even. But then I realized that quiet, that stillness, was actually a gift.
Society tells us that being alone is something to fear, that solitude is the same thing as loneliness, but they couldn't be more different. Loneliness is emptiness, and solitude is fullness. Loneliness drains you, and solitude restores you. In my 50s, I've come to see solitude as one of life's greatest teachers. It's where I've discovered clarity, creativity, and strength that I didn't even know that I had. For me, solitude looks like small, ordinary moments that feel extraordinary when you stop and notice them. Let me show you.
Every morning before the world stirs awake, I make my coffee and sit by the window. Sometimes I journal, sometimes I just sit in silence. That simple ritual grounds me. I love stepping outside and walking the trails by the river or just listening to the wind and the trees. Nature has a way of calming the mind and reminding us of resilience. I find peace in creating, whether it's tending my garden, decorating my space, or even working on my projects. And then there are my pets. My dog and cats bring me so much warmth into my life. They remind me that solitude doesn't mean being without love. It means appreciating the connections that truly matter. There's a beauty in solitude that you can only see when you stop rushing. It's in the way the sunlight filters through the trees when you're walking alone. It's in the comfort of your favorite chair on a quiet evening. It's in the small rituals, making tea, writing in a journal, watching the world outside your window, that remind you that life doesn't need to be busy to be full.
Here's what solitude really gives you: strength. The fires reminded me how fragile life can feel, but solitude gave me space to process that fear, to rebuild my resilience, and to focus on what really matters. Solitude is where healing happens. It's where you stop running from yourself and start trusting yourself. And when you trust yourself, you realize that you're never truly alone.
At 57, solitude has taught me more than I ever expected. That happiness isn't about adding more, it's about simplifying. That peace is something you create, not something that you wait for. That resilience isn't found in noise, but in stillness. If you're struggling with solitude, start small. Make a morning ritual just for you. Write a few lines in a journal. Take a walk and really listen. Or allow yourself to rest without guilt.
After 50, I've learned that solitude is not a punishment, it's a gift. It's not about loneliness, it's about connection to yourself, to nature, to rhythms of life that we often miss when we're too busy. Solitude has become my sanctuary. It's where I have discovered strength, creativity, peace, and freedom. So if you're walking this path alone, know this: solitude isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. And while embracing it, you'll find that you're never truly alone. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'd love to hear how solitude has shaped your life. Share your story in the comments below. And if you found this video valuable in any way, please subscribe and join me here as we continue to reimagine life after 50 together. See you next time.